6-year-old right-hander making his 14th start this season, 4-4, 3.29 ERA. He has thrown the most curveballs in the major league this year. In fact, his curveball has been very effective. Opponents hitting just 157 against him with 38 strikeouts, 2-1 with the 1.27 ERA in his last 5 starts. Last time out, 6 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts in a win over the Braves. His first career start against the Dodgers. He pitched twice out of the bullpen last year. Clayton Kershaw, yes, the future Hall of Famer, 1-0, 4.35 ERA. What you need to know about him, 17 strikeouts away from becoming the 20th pitcher in Major League Baseball to reach 3,000 strikeouts. Dodgers, Giants, we're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game. In blue, play it at home. It's important they have the right game plan to protect their house. Same applies to you. It's fireworks season, so make sure you're practicing fireworks safety. Use safe and sane fireworks that display the California State Fire Marshal seal. Always read the directions and ensure fireworks are only lit by adults. Never, ever use fireworks near dry grass or other flammable materials. For more about these tips and to find out others, visit fire.ca.gov. All right, back out to the booth. Tim Neverett, Rick Monday, guys.
Thanks very much, Tim. We're counting you down to the first pitch at Dodgers Stadium. Dodgers and the Giants, both teams tied for first place in the National League Western Division. Clayton Kershaw, 1-0 and a 4.35 ERA. Comes off a very good outing against St. Louis where he struck out 7, didn't walk anybody, and he is now just 17 strikeouts away from the big milestone of 3,000.
6th start for Kershaw this year, and I think that one of the things we look at, a couple of things really. Dave Roberts addressed one of them. Get to that in a moment. I look at the first inning because so far in the first inning, in the first 5 starts, it's a 381 batting average against, and I think the reason is it's taken him a couple of innings in order to dial in, 1, the slider, 2, the curveball, and Dave Roberts, getting back to my point, saying earlier, he says, look, he's going to need the slider tonight, and in my estimation, he needs it early in the ballgame tonight.
Dave Roberts saying he expects a lot of balls in play early, so the slider would go against the fastball. He's thrown a lot of fastballs, but hasn't gotten a ton of swings and misses on those this year. Now, Landon Rope, 2-1 over his last 5 starts, and an ERA of just 1.27. He comes off a win over the Atlanta Braves, in which he went 6 innings, allowing just 3 runs. So Roop and Kershaw, the matchup tonight. Dodgers looking to get back in the win column, Tim.
All right, first pitch is next. Enjoy it. Dodgers Giants has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
That's it! It's a World Series win for LA! They've done it!
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way! Yeah!
This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
You either with me or against me, though. Living out their dream. They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
Start chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers,
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza,
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
and by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
National League West Division champion. Put in 10,000 hours.
There's still more steps to take.
Get to stepping. So go ahead and give us the flowers. Just getting started. Gotta know by now it's way more than luck.
This team has continued to pour resources into the roster.
All eyes on us.
Welcome to world champion LA.
Oppo Taco.
I'm going to guess it's an opposite field, upper deck, maybe something like a...
Yeah, home run to the opposite field. You got it.
This is a good one, a hack.
I don't know. I mean, is it the same as like the layman's term hack, like a bad chef?
You've guessed correctly.
Okay.
Someone's a hack, you know, someone that's just mailing it in.
Yeah.
They're not putting their heart into it.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Or shop now at SoCalChevy.com.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
Galpin's winning heritage includes Mazda, Honda, Volkswagen, Porsche, Land Rover, Aston Martin, Jaguar, Lincoln, Volvo, Polestar, and Lowe's. Be a part of the Galpin story. It starts at Galpin.com.
Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's Game 2, the three-game series, as your defending world champions take on the San Francisco Giants. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. Another gorgeous evening in Southern California. And with the Dodgers losing the game 1 of this series, so it's the first place tie atop the National League Western Division between the Dodgers and the Giants. Identical records, 41 wins and 29 losses. In the background, the Dodgers are taking the field. Here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. It'll be Shohei Ohtani leading things off. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts batting second and playing at center field, or make that at shortstop. Freddie Freeman is at first base, doing the catching. Will Smith. Teoscar Hernandez is in right field. Max Muncy is at third. In center is Andy Pages. Michael Conforto batting eighth and playing in left field. And batting ninth and playing at second base, Hae-Sung Kim. Kim will be at the second base position. And the left-hander, Clayton Kershaw on the mound. For Kershaw, his sixth start. His record, 1-0, ERA just over 4.3. And for Dave Roberts, Dodger manager, saying earlier today is that Kershaw needs that slider tonight and early in the game itself. The umpiring assignments, the crew chief Dan Iasonia working the plate to call the balls and strikes. C.B. Buckner is at first, Scott Berry umpiring at second, and Adam Beck is over at third. Remember very quickly, 4:10 start tomorrow. We're joining the Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck show at 3. Happy to have you with us. All set to go. Dodgers and Giants game 2 of the three-game series. And with the play, here's Tim.
Thank you, Mo. Dodgers wearing their City Connect uniforms tonight. The cream-colored with Los Angeles across the chest, the blue game caps. And Kershaw facing Jung-Hoo Lee to start the ball game. High leg kick, first pitch of the game is in there for a called strike at 7:10. Temperature 70 degrees at game time, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. 0-1 pitch, wave and a miss. That is strike 2. So that was the slider, his first one of the night, and gets a swing and a miss on it. He's thrown it so much that he has given up a few hits on it. His average against him on the slider this year, .417, but he has not given up a hit with the curveball. Throws one low and away, 1-2. Kershaw making his 6th start of the season. He delivers, and it bounces at the plate. Tried the curveball and just did not have the sights set in on that one.
Yeah, both the slider and the curveball have been problematic early in the ballgame. Mitch in the pregame show for Kershaw trying to get through that first inning unscathed. 381 average in the first 5 starts in the initial frame.
Jung-Hoo Lee hitting .270. Takes a pitch that was on the inside corner, called a ball. Causes the fans to groan a little bit. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to the first batter of the ball game, Jung-Hoo Lee, the Giants center fielder. Here comes the payoff. Swung on, yanked foul down the right side and out of play. Last night, Jung-Hoo Lee walked in the 3rd inning and came around to score. He grounded out to second base 4 times in the game last night. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and he'll swing and foul it off to the left and out of play. Jung-Hoo Lee battling Clayton Kershaw as we get going. Kershaw, 213 wins, 94 losses all time. And this is his 59th career start against the Giants. And he delivers low, ball 4, and the first man walks. Something he did not allow his last start, a walk against the Cardinals. He had 7 strikeouts and no walks, picking up his first win against St. Louis.
Well, that's not the way to start. Had him 0-2 and wind up walking him.
6 stolen bases for Jung-Hoo Lee. Gets into a lead, hands on his knees. And the batter's Willy Adames, right-handed hitting shortstop. Curveball for a strike. Adames on the third pitch he saw last night hit a home run to make it 1-0 off of Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That was the only hit he'd get in the game. He'd go 0 for 4 after that. 0-1 pitch, and Adames looks at a curveball off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just watching Lee at first base. When he gets the lead off, he's basically facing Mookie Betts at the shortstop position. So his body is already wide open should he be taking off towards second base.
Signature stretch for Kershaw. And now the pitch home is popped up. Shallow center field. Mookie Betts going out. And he is still backpedaling right in front of Andy Pages. Makes the catch for the first out of the game. 1 away, and Elliot Ramos, the left fielder, on his way to home plate. Now the right-handed hitter. Ramos batting .294, 11 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Got one of the longer on-base streaks in Major League Baseball currently at 16 straight games. Kershaw stretching, peeking at first, looks a second time, now comes to the plate and delivers low and away, ball 1.
Well, these two ball clubs, again, identical records, tied for first in the West. Primarily, the Giants have gotten there with their pitching. The Dodgers have gotten there primarily with their hitting.
1 ball and no strikes. Ramos waiting at the plate. Kim playing up the middle, just to the right of the second base bag, and the pitch up and away for a ball.
Although last night the Giants got there with both the pitching and the hitting. Winning it 6-2, 10 hits. Dodgers managed just 2 hits.
Now Logan Webb gave the Giants a spectacular start last night. 2-0, ground ball to short. Mookie's got it, flips to Kim at second. 1 on to first. That's a double play. 6-4-3 ends the inning. And after a half inning of play at Dodger Stadium, it's the Giants nothing and the Dodgers coming to bat.
Ford employs the most American auto workers.
Here we go. This is a classic road jersey for Boston. This is the first uniform I put on when I came with Boston. When you see those 2 socks together, that's one thing I know I had to do. I had to make sure I had my red socks high, okay? My 2 red socks, because, you know, there's 2 here.
Biggest thing we're bringing is a brand new Tony Gwynn drop I did with his estate. So we just signed a deal at therealist.com to actually go through his entire archives, present them, and auction them off. And to announce it, we did this limited edition 1994 The Lost Season card. Because, you know, between August of 93 and May of 95, Tony Gwynn batted .406 in 162 games. So in the back, we have the stats of what could have been.
at takespacetopause.org.
No score, bottom of the first inning. Shohei Ohtani leading off his first at bat. Brought to you by Asahi Super Dry Beer, embodying the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected. Ohtani steps in from the left side, hitting .286. Had an 8-game hitting streak snap last night. He's facing Landon Roop, who makes his 14th start of the season. First pitch is low and inside, ball 1. 26-year-old out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Landon Roop. He's been pitching well lately for the Giants. Right-hander sends a pitch home, and that one is low, ball 2. Comes off a win over the Atlanta Braves. His last start went 6 innings. Allowed 3 runs. Target is set for him, and the pitch. Breaking ball comes in through the back door. Don't think it came all the way in, though, but it was called a strike.
No, the back door was left open.
It was outside. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. This ball is gone. A home run for Shohei Ohtani. Home run number 24 for the Big Show. 1-0 Dodgers. Another leadoff home run for Shohei Ohtani.
And Ohtani makes a big statement for the Dodgers and Daniel Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jewelers since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
First home run since the 2nd of June against the Mets. As Ohtani lights up this crowd with a leadoff homer. And that's the first run he's driven in the last 10-plus games. So he's ended that RBI drought. And Mookie drives one down the left field side. It hooks just foul as it rolls around and rattles around in the left field corner.
Well, this is also the 14th start for Roop, and that's just the 7th home run that he has allowed.
That's the kind of start the Dodgers wanted, certainly after last night's anemic offensive performance.
Well, one batter into the game, the Dodgers have half the hit total they had last night.
A late timeout request by Betts, and it was granted by Iasonia as the pitcher was into the wind already. And Mookie was fortunate he got the timeout.
And Iasonia saying he's the one that called because Betts was not engaged with the pitcher yet.
0-2 pitch, swung out, and this one is up in the air, slight left center. Over to get it, Jung-Hoo Lee, and the center fielder puts it away for out number 1. At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.org. Ohtani with a leadoff home run. 1 out. Here's Freddie Freeman. Freddie took BP on the field today. A lot of times he takes it indoors.
Another guy they need to get going. The last 12 games, he's hitting just .217.
Next offer to him is high, a cutter. 2 balls and no strikes to Freeman. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 Dodgers. 2-0 pitch. And that's outside. You know, we started the series last night. Just have to look at this series where both teams are in the standings as a series of opportunity. Giants took the opportunity last night and as a result tied the Dodgers. Freddie takes outside ball 4 and the Dodgers with a base runner and 1 out. But now the opportunity for the Dodgers to try to take sole possession of first place back, and then tomorrow evening can extend it by a game. But long way to go here tonight, but off to an auspicious beginning.
Yeah, it was a strange start last night in this series. 3 home runs by the Giants, yet they came in 21st in baseball in home run department.
Pitch to Will Smith. And a right-handed hitting catcher takes it outside. Will at .319. 6 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. Giants middle infielders playing for 2. And the pitch swung on, fouled back. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, Rupp does have a good curveball if he's not trying to force it that much. Kind of a different pitcher. When he's ahead in the count, is just a 181 average. When he's pitching behind in the count this year, 348.
Stretch by Roop in the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to short. Adames flips to second 1. Fitzgerald on to first. That's a double play. 6-4-3. But the Dodgers get the leadoff home run by Shohei Ohtani. His 24th of the season. His 40th run batted in. And after a full inning at Dodger Stadium, Dodgers 1, Giants 0.
When you want Dodgers.
The beauty of this jersey is the feel, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
1-0 the lead for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani's 19th career leadoff home run. His 13th since he's been with the Dodgers. And now Kershaw pitches ahead. He'll face Wilmer Flores, the designated hitter. Right-handed batter at 263. And the lefty into the wind, the kick. And Kershaw's pitch swung on, popped up. Middle of the infield. Mookie Betts coming onto the infield grass behind the pitcher's mound and in front of second base makes the catch. One pitch, one away for the Giants in the second inning. Top of the second brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Dominic Smith, the first baseman, left-handed hitter, has been a contributor since joining the Giants, hitting .367 with San Francisco. A homer and 7 knocked in. Last night he had a good night at the plate with 2 singles and a double. Well, 1 down, base is empty. Infield shifted over to the right side deep. Now the pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. Started him off with a get-me-over fastball. 87.5 miles an hour, Mo.
Well, in his last outing, he topped out at 91.
0-1, another fastball. Little ground ball to the right side. Hesson Kim there. Flips on to first base with a sidearm throw, and there are 2 away.
But more than the velocity. I mean, that's good news also with that double play ball. By the way, the 4th ground ball double play that Kershaw has served up. But again, that opening inning has been problematic. Not tonight.
2 outs, and the batter is Casey Schmidt. Schmidt hit his first career grand slam in the 3rd inning last night. Kershaw's pitch to him, swung on, ground ball to Hesson Kim to his glove side, a shuffle step. Now he throws on to first, and that is a nice, tidy inning for Clayton Kershaw. Nice and clean. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's the Dodgers 1, Giants nothing.
Well, this is a World Series card. Everybody said, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher? I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. Pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0, and my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
Teoscar Hernandez leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Los Angeles. A solo home run by Shohei Ohtani. And the first pitch from Roop is inside for ball 1. Teoscar at 266. He's homered in back-to-back games. And he'll look at one outside. He was the only offense for the Dodgers last night. Dodgers had 2 hits. He had them both. And one was a homer. 2-0 pitch. That's outside. The count goes to 3-0 on Teoscar. Max Muncy is on deck. Andy Pages will follow against right-hander Landon Roop. 3-0 pitch. Down the middle for a strike.
It was Roop 1 walk tonight. That's 25 that he has walked.
3-1 is low ball 4 and the leadoff man aboard. Teoscar trots down to first base. Work hard, play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the Bulls. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy.
As a base runner, be alert on a ball that is thrown in the dirt. 5 wild pitches by Roop already.
Muncy has 25 career home runs against the Giants. Takes low and in. Starts tonight with a .234 average. 9 home runs on the season.
One of them went into the ocean, didn't it?
Well, that's what he thought it was.
Yeah.
It was definitely H2O, but it wasn't the ocean.
And it was salt water.
It was. Still one of the funnier moments. What was that, 2019? Madison Bumgarner pitching. Muncy hits one into the drink in right field, McCovey Cove. And Bumgarner, who he was known for this, he would yell at hitters saying, "You run now, drop the bat and run." And Max kind of watched it a little bit, but not excessively. 2-1 pitch, and that's outside 3-1. And he started yelling back at Bumgarner, and as he got around first base, he told him, "Why don't you go get it out of the ocean?" And about 24 hours later, there were all kinds of T-shirts with Max's likeness on it. Said, "Go get it out of the ocean." Pitch outside, ball 4, back-to-back walks, and the Dodgers have set up shop here in the second.
Well, Tim, one of the things that we have seen has really been a cornerstone for the Dodgers offense is that when they make the opposing pitcher really work, where they don't expand the strike zone, or they make them throw strikes, and it's paid off. That's 3 walks and back-to-back to open up the second inning here.
Really time to cash in on this. Andy Pages coming up. Michael Conforto on deck. Nobody out, 2 on. Gorgeous night here at Dodger Stadium. The San Gabriels are perfectly visible. Just the jagged edges of the peaks of the mountains off in the distance. Just beautiful tonight. Breaking ball is in there knee-high for a strike. 0-1 to Pages.
The Dodgers trying to reclaim sole possession of first place. Meanwhile, San Diego blew a 7-3 lead in Arizona in the 9th inning. Diamondbacks came back and won it.
0-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Teoscar's going to get waved home. Jung-Hoo Lee will throw to third. Max throws it into reverse and gets back to second. Teoscar scores. It's an RBI single for Andy Pages, and the Dodgers lead it 2-0.
And we're seeing Andy Pages just expand the field. And by that, I'm talking about expand the field, not trying to pull everything. He'll hit it to right. This time he goes up the middle to center field.
But how about the base running there of Max Muncy? He saw where the ball was, and that's not easy to do when you're that far around second base. He anticipated it, read it correctly, and went back to the bag rather than risk being thrown out at third. Now Conforto rips it to right field. That's going to hook down to the corner. It's a fair ball. Bounces off the short wall. Here comes Muncy around third. He'll score. Conforto into second with a double, and it's 3-0.
And Conforto looks like his bat is warming up. He didn't waste any time either. The first pitch thrown to him. And the Dodgers last night maybe got sick and tired of seeing the Giants score, and they said, "Hey, tonight it's our turn."
And a visit to the mound. J.P. Martinez, the pitching coach, already coming out to the mound to talk to Landon Roop. Dodgers with runners at second and third. Pages at third. And Conforto with his 13th run batted into the season, his 10th double. The mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
So really nothing new. We mentioned last night that Andy Pages came into game 1 of this series. First pitch to him, hitting at 426.
Ha-Seong Kim will bat next with Ohtani on deck. And the Dodgers really have an opportunity to build a big inning here. Ha-Seong Kim with 25 hits and 64 at-bats, hitting .391. Left-handed batter. As the infield comes in for San Francisco, runners lead second and third of the pitch outside for a ball. Kim played in the KBO for 8 seasons, 2017 to last year. And he swings and lifts it to left field. That ball is going to be caught, and Pages has to stay put at third base. It was a line drive to left. Ramos came in, made a head-high catch for the first out of the Dodgers' second. And here's Ohtani again.
Well, when your leadoff hitter is coming up to bat the second time in the second inning, you know you've got a pretty good start. Now, first base is open. They can pitch around Ohtani with the bag open. Doesn't get any easier, not with Betts waiting on deck.
The infield remains in here with 1 out. Stretch by Roop, and the San Francisco right-hander comes to the plate, and Ohtani takes a rip and misses. Now, if you're the runner at third here, 1 out, You going on contact right now?
Well, it would be difficult to go on contact. There's no chance to get a double play. Nobody at first base, so there's no force out.
Breaking ball down low and away.
I think the only way that you're going to be going is on a slow roller. Either down the first or third base line. Everything else is going to be able to freeze, and especially on line drives.
I'll wait till it gets through. And Roop having trouble hearing the pitch comm device. Now he delivers, and it's low to Ohtani. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I would doubt seriously if Ohtani gets a fastball anywhere in this at bat, he's going to get none.
He's going to get nothing. They're going to put him on.
Yeah. They just wanted to see if he was going to expand the strike zone.
So an intentional walk to Shohei Ohtani. And the bases are loaded for Mookie Betts. And over the course of Betts' career, he has had a lot of success with the bases loaded. One out, bases full of Dodgers, 3-0, bottom of the second inning. And the pitch coming to Mookie. He'll take outside ball 1. Mookie's 0 for 1 tonight, popped up to center field in the first. Infield playing back for 2.
The Giants getting action in their pin.
And Mookie fouls it off to the right, just over the Giant dugout. Ball and a strike.
Spencer Bevins, right-hander, begins to crank it up.
Here comes the 1-1. Betts swings and drives it deep to left. This one heading back toward the wall. It is off the base of the wall. Pages will score. Conforto right behind him. And into second with a 2-run double is Mookie Betts. It's 5-0. Oh, what a shot by Betts. RBIs 34 and 35 for Mookie. This inning was ignited with back-to-back walks to Hernandez and Muncy, and the Dodgers have just taken off from there. Infield's going to come in with Ohtani at third and Betts at second. 1 out. Pitch to Freeman. Breaking ball inside, ball 1.
We're 1 out of the second inning, and the Dodgers are 3 for 4 already with runners in scoring position.
Here comes the 1-0 now to Freddie Freeman. He swings and bounces it foul first base side into the Giant dugout. And important to note now, the Dodgers have 5 runs on the board in a Clayton Kershaw start. Over the course of Kershaw's 18 seasons, that's almost been an automatic win. 1-1 and a strike called 1-2. When Kershaw gets 4 runs or more of support, his record is 153 and 3. He has 150 more wins than losses in these situations. 1-2, and that's just a little bit outside to Freddie. A changeup missing. Betts off of second base, Ohtani off of third. The stretch, the kick, and the 2-2, and it's outside 3-2. And the Dodgers, as a team, when they get 4 or more runs in a Kershaw start, 173 and 13, the overall record. It's just amazing. Now the payoff, and Freddie takes inside ball 4. And for Landon Roop, whatever rope he's got has just been shortened significantly.
No, it's gone from a rope to a thread. That's 5 walks. Yes, 1 of them intentional. But instead of the onset, for Roop, when he's ahead in the count, 181 average. Behind in the count, 348. And he's been behind already a lot.
Bases loaded for the second time of the inning, and here comes Will Smith. Smith swings, fouls it down the right side, a long way out of play.
Look at some of the players. And for Will Smith, nothing new with bases loaded. In his career, 69 at-bats, bases loaded. His average, 333, 1 grand slam.
Here's an 0-1, and Will lays off a curveball down and away. So you can count on a hit every 3 at-bats for Smith with the bases full. He has been very reliable. He's been very clutch late in games in these situations. He swings and hits it in the air to shallow right field. Ohtani tagging at third. Encarnacion makes the catch, and Ohtani will come in and score. He dropped the ball in the exchange, but ended up throwing it into second base. Ohtani comes in on the sacrifice fly. It is 6-0.
Dropping the ball allowed. We're going to go from second over to third. So it's in a transfer. They're just very sloppily played.
So the intentional walk to Ohtani comes back to bite. Bob Melvin's seen enough. Dodgers have sent 9 men to the plate, and Teoscar Hernandez is coming up for the second time here in the second inning. Pitching change, timeout at Dodger Stadium. The score, the Dodgers 6 and the Giants nothing.
Welcome back to Talking Snack Radio. Big news, Bob.
Dodgers 6, Giants nothing. Bottom of the second inning, 2 outs. And runners at the corners. Teoscar Hernandez coming up. Spencer Bivens, a right-hander out of State College, Pennsylvania. 30 years of age. Takes over for Landon Roop. And Bivens' first pitch coming. And it's low. The pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, Bivens has had a really circuitous route to the major leagues. He played internationally in France and in the Czech Republic. Played indie ball and was signed by the Giants in 2022 out of the Atlantic League, independent league in the Northeast. Strike called. And it's 1-1 to Teoscar Hernandez, who is batting for the second time here in the second inning. Freeman, the runner at first, Betts over at third. And the pitch is a sweeper outside. Bivens has the sinker, the cutter, the change, and the slider, a little sweeper. Dodgers giving a little bit of a pad to Clayton Kershaw as well here. Up 6-0 in the 2-1. And Teoscar watches it sail in low. 3 balls and a strike. Max Muncy on deck. Field back with 2 down. Center fielder Jung-Hoo Lee, a couple of steps over to right center. 3-1. Teoscar fouls it off to the right. Full count. Well, this is the type of offensive outburst the Dodgers have been searching for in the last few days. Especially after last night.
Yeah.
Here comes the payoff. There goes Freeman for second base. There's a line shot. Caught knee high. by Tyler Fitzgerald, the second baseman, as he was running to his left. Dodgers puts 5 on the board here in the second inning. And after 2 full at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Philly
cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
Continues on its official home.
Dodgers 6, Giants nothing as Kershaw back to work against the right fielder Gerard Encarnacion, right-handed batter. Takes ball 1 outside. This will be the first trip to the plate for Encarnacion. He's the number 7 hitter in the Giants order as Kershaw deals him a strike. Well, think about it. The Dodgers have had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters hit twice, and he has not hit once yet, but he slices one into the right field corner, bounces off the wall, picked up by Teoscar. He'll get it in, and it's a leadoff double for Gerard Encarnacion, his first double of the season for San Francisco.
Well, friends, you can make your Dodger players all-stars. That's right. You can cast your 2025 Pro Spirit MLB All-Star ballot daily at MLB.com/vote. In fact, you can vote up to 5 times a day. Go on the Dodger website, look to the right side. You'll see vote. And if you download an app, you can get an additional vote, but up to 5 times per email address.
Fitzgerald, the second baseman, takes a strike. Yeah, that time of year, start voting.
They played it out nicely, too, because you look at batting average of hitters, you can look at RBIs.
Fitzgerald takes high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
OPS, I mean, you can break it down. But the Dodgers have some very deserving players. So vote and vote often.
Kershaw, overhead stretch, looks at second base, kicks, comes to the plate, and deals low to Fitzgerald. Fastball, 2 balls and a strike. All-Star game in Atlanta. Now the pitch on the way, 2-1. Swing and a tapper foul off to the left. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Fitzgerald. Second baseman hitting .238. Just a pair of home runs and 9 runs knocked in. And 160 at bats. The runner leads at second. And a curveball beautifully placed. He absolutely froze Fitzgerald for strike 3. And that is career strikeout number 2,984 for Kershaw.
And every one of the strikeout pitches are being tossed aside and kept and verified.
16 away from 3,000 now. And when he gets to 3,000, he'll be one of 4 left-handers in the history of the game to have 3,000 strikeouts. Andrew Kisner, the catcher, takes a strike. Slider. The other one's Randy Johnson, second all-time. 4,875. Steve Carlton is fourth all-time, 4,136. There's a swing and a fly ball near the left field line. Conforto runs over there right where the grass and the track meet by the chalk line. And he makes the catch for the second out of the third inning. And then the other left-hander with over 3,000 is CC Sabathia, who's 18th all-time with 3,093. And Kershaw on his way to becoming the fourth lefty ever with that many punch-outs or more. And the pitch to Jung-Hoo Lee misses low and outside. Dodger fans, skip the line at Dodger Stadium. Look around the ballpark for the QR code to scan or order with Uber Eats from your seat and enjoy every pitch, run, and out. Use the Uber Eats app. Stretching the 1-0. Swung on and hit high in the air to right field. Playable for Teoscar Hernandez. He just waits for it to come out of the twilight sky. Makes the catch, and Kershaw works around the leadoff double by Encarnacion. No runs, one hit, one left. Through
St. Louis Cardinals, one of the cleanest jerseys in the game. I've always felt that way. And, the birds on the bat, just an iconic logo. I mean, look how rich that yellowish gold is in the bat. All the stitching with the birds. I've just always thought it's one of the best looks in the game. 35 is the number I wore in my Major League debut. I actually think this might be the jersey from my Major League debut. So that was 2010, May 29th.
Dodgers Audio Network.
Never gets old.
Max Muncy set to lead off the Dodger half of the third inning. 6-0 Dodgers with the lead. Facing Spencer Bivens, and the first pitch is down and in ball one. Muncy walked and scored in the second inning. There's a 1-0 pitch. And backs away from an inside pitch. Nice to see former Dodger pitcher Joe Kelly here tonight. Joe from his home over in Rancho, Cucamonga. Corona High graduate. There's a shot down the right field line. That's going to roll to the corner. And around first and on his way to second is Max Muncy. He will be in with a leadoff double. His 9th two-base hit of the season. Well, Joe got his World Series ring tonight, and his teammates from last year all joined him on the field, presented him with it, and he and his wife Ashley sitting down near the Dodger dugout tonight, going to enjoy the game. Just never got signed by anybody.
We were just over at Corona High School yesterday.
You were?
Saw the baseball field.
Here comes the pitch to Paje. There, swinging a rip foul. It almost took the head of Dina Weibel off. You're over there with Ron, right?
Yep.
Everybody knows Ron.
Well, my buddy Ron also went to Corona High.
Another pitch to Pages. He looks at it outside.
Going to be anxiously awaiting to see how many of the Corona High School baseball players, including two sons of Dino Ebel, when the Major League Baseball draft comes up, getting closer and closer.
1-1 pitch to Pages. He'll swing and foul it off to the right. Such an exciting time, too, in amateur baseball right now. College World Series going on. And then the draft will come up a little later.
Watch UCLA earlier today, but they had it together, had to hold on, but got a tremendous start.
Well, you can relate. You played in it, and you won it.
It's one of the great stages of collegiate baseball.
1-2 pitch is lifted high in the air and foul ground. Dominic Smith, the first baseman, will make the catch. And Pages is out, one away. Well, when you won the College World Series, you beat Ohio State. And that just must have been some kind of thrill. I mean, the team you had at ASU and you were the national champions. That's pretty big names on that team.
Pretty big names and a pretty darn good record. I think we were 54-8, I believe, including postseason play.
Well, the pitch to Conforto is low ball one.
Sal Bando was on that team. Duffy Dyer was on that team. Jim Merrick, the pitcher. Louis Lagunas, the second baseman. I believe we had 5 players, maybe 6, that got to the big league level to some form or another.
Pitch off the end of the bat of Conforto, and it goes over to the near side of the Dodger dugout where a lot of the coaches are parked. 1-1 strike. Stretched by the right-hander Bivens. Looks back at second base at Muncie. Now comes to the plate. And the 1-1 a called strike. At that time, it was expected, and for years after that, expected that Arizona State was going to represent in the College World Series, and they've done so a number of times.
Yeah, well, there was a stretch there beginning in '65. Every other year, they won it for 3 championships.
1-2. That is slowly tapped up the right side, and it'll be fielded with a backhand in fair territory by Smith. He'll step on the bag for the out, and advancing from second to third is Muncie. There are 2 away. And Hesung Kim will come up. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Speaking of stealing bases, Hesung Kim had 211 steals during his time in the KBO, which is the second most by a player in league history there. And a pitch to him. It is inside. His teammate from the Kawum Heroes is out in center field. Jung-Hoo Lee. They are very close friends. But they played together for 7 seasons in Korea. And a strike is called. 1-1 strike to Hesung Kim. Muncie leads at third base, 6-0 Dodgers, batting in the 3rd inning. And the pitch from Bivens. Swung on and fouled away to the left. Well, Hesung Kim was interviewed as part of the pregame stadium show up on the Dodger Vision scoreboards. He said he is really enjoying his time here in L.A., and the 1-2. And that one is in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Kisner.
He also acknowledged that there's just a wonderful Korean culture that's in and around Los Angeles, and he is thoroughly enjoying it.
Over in Koreatown. Tell you what, you want to go for a great dinner, go to Koreatown.
Oh yeah.
It is so good there. You don't have to look very far to find great places to eat. Here's a 2-2, and there's a swing and a looper into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Muncy will come in to score. It is 7-0. Ha-Seong Kim with his 11th run batted in.
And again, it's a case Dodgers scoring with 2 outs.
Well, the other thing, too, is that you look at what Kim has been able to do so far. And again, we're getting used to it. We're watching him each day that he plays, but he's getting on base. And if you're going to bat 9th in the Dodger order, you better get on base in front of Shohei Ohtani, who takes the ball outside. That's kind of the name of the game here. Plus, in this situation, up 7-0, you might not run, but he could take second base here.
And remember, there was a stretch in there that we kept talking about. The bottom part of the order was not getting on base.
1-0 pitch, and Ohtani takes outside. Shohei scored twice tonight. A leadoff solo home run, his 19th career leadoff home run. Intentionally walked in the second and came around to score. 2-0 pitch to Ohtani from Bivens. And that one misses off the plate outside. It's 3-0. Advantage Ohtani here.
Heads up in the bleachers.
3-0 pitch coming from Bivens. And it's low and in, ball 4. And Ohtani's walked for the second time. He's been on base 3 straight times. Here comes Betts before Mookie swings the bat. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the World Champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Betts with a 2-run double first time up. 2 on, 2 out. First pitch to Mookie, low ball 1. Spencer Bivens took over for the starter, Landon Roop, who lasted only an inning and 2/3. Allowed 6 earned runs on 4 hits, walking 5. And Mookie takes outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Roop did not strike out anybody through 45 pitches, 21 of those for strikes. And he is on the hook. Runners lead first and second, 2-0. And Mookie watches this one just sail way outside, a sweeper. And Bivens not doing himself any favors. He falls behind Betts the same way he fell behind Ohtani.
Dodgers have already been walked 6 times tonight.
And a 3-0 pitch to Mookie. Here it comes. And he looks at it for ball 4. And the bases are full of Dodgers for the 3rd time in the game. And we're in the 3rd inning. And Freddie Freeman coming up. Ha-Seong Kim advances to third base. Ohtani over to second. Mookie down at first now for Freddie, who has walked twice. And Freddie would love to launch one right here. First pitch to him. In for a called strike, a cutter inside part of the plate. 0-1 to Freddie Freeman. 7-0 Dodgers. 6 hits for the Dodgers. Only 1 for San Francisco. 0-1 pitch to Freeman coming from Bivens. Freddie waves and misses at a slurve. Slow curveball. 0-2 to Freeman. 2 down, 2 on. A 3 on. And here comes an 0-2 pitch to Freeman. That's inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 to Freddie. Kim at third, Ohtani at second, Betts at first. 1-2 to Freeman. And the pitch. And Freddie takes it low and in. Another slow curveball.
The guy in this Dodger ball club career, Freeman's hit .349 with bases loaded. 7 grand slams.
2-2, the count to Freeman. The pitch. Swing, and it's fouled back to the screen. And Bivens has been throwing that in-between curveball, kind of part slider, part curve, but not very quick, about 80 miles an hour. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch to Freeman. He swings and grounds it foul past third. Stays 2-2 for Freddie. Dodgers with a run in the first, 5 in the second, 1 here in the third, and threatening for more. Giant right-hander getting ready to throw home. Bivens pitch. 2-2, swung on and missed. Strike 3, the high cutter. Gets Freddie Freeman. Dodgers pick up a run on 2 hits. They leave 3. And after 3 full at Dodgers Stadium, it's the Dodgers 7th.
On its official home.
Top of the 4th inning, Dodgers 7 and the Giants nothing. And Clayton Kershaw deals inside to the Giant shortstop Willie Adames, who's 0 for 1. Second time up for Adames. And he's batting second in the Giant order. This is just his second time to the plate. Mookie Betts, who bats second for the Dodgers, and Freddie Freeman, who hits third, have each come up 3 times already in the game. 2 balls, no strikes. Kershaw sends this one to the plate and is pounded foul in and out of the far end of the Dodger dugout. Looked like Kike Hernandez down there. He was the closest person to it. I think he saved Dino Ebel, the third base coach. And 2-1 pitch. Strike called. A good-looking slider from Clayton Kershaw. Kershaw with 1 strikeout. He is 20th all-time. Last time out against the Cardinals, he passed Zach Greinke to move into 20th by himself. 2-2 is low. Next on the list, ahead of Kershaw, is Hall of Famer John Smoltz. 3,084 strikeouts. And a 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Adames strikes out. 2 for Kershaw in the game. He got him with the slider. And his countdown is down to 15 to 3,000.
Well, that slider has gotten better and better every outing to Kershaw's head.
Career strikeout 2,985. 1 down, and here is Elliot Ramos, the left fielder. Takes the ball outside. Make sure to come to Dodger Stadium for Blake Snell bobblehead night Monday. When the Padres are here, be one of the first 40,000 in attendance. Take home a special Blake Snell bobblehead presented by 76. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Strike to Ramos, 1 ball and 1 strike. Good slider by Kershaw. Now he winds and sends the 1-1 toward the plate. Ground ball to third. Glove side left is Muncy. He'll throw on to first, and there are 2 away. 2 down, bases empty for the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores. Well, you look at the sky right now. You want to talk about cotton candy skies? We've got them. Beautiful over Dodger Stadium, over the San Gabriels, all the way out toward the west. Pinkish hue and the light blue as well. Just beautiful tonight.
Red sky at night. Sailor's delight.
It looks like a painting, and a good one. Here's a strike. A good slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next offer missing just a little bit outside. Two balls and a strike. 2 down, bases empty. Kershaw kicks, deals. Ball is popped up. Shallow left field. Backing up is the shortstop, Mookie Betts. He makes the catch. And Kershaw with another 1-2-3 inning. In fact, he's just 1 over the minimum through 4.
Now representing the organization, Jim Leland and A.J. Hinch are presenting Miggy with a customized set of cleats made by renowned artist Marco Terzo, made from several significant baseballs from Miguel's career. The cleats are presented on a base representing the time he spent at both third and first base in his career.
On the world champion LA Dodgers.
There's one low and outside, ball 1. 7 runs, 6 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit for the Giants. Stretching the delivery home, and that's a strike called. Well, so far, your assessment of the left-hander, Mr. Kershaw.
Well, the left-hander brought, for what we've seen, A material tonight. That slider that Dave Roberts was talking about this afternoon has been on the plus side.
A strike called to Smith on a sweeper, 1-2.
I mentioned the last outing that Kershaw had. He appeared to be in sync with his delivery and his pitches, the best we've seen. Well, tonight is another step up above that.
It's impressive. One and 2 to Will Smith. And he swings and just barely stays alive. A little emergency swing there. Fouls it off. The count stays a ball and 2 strikes. And a 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Bivens to Will Smith. Will swings, hits a ground ball to second. Fitzgerald plays it on the third hop, flips it over to first base. 4 out number 1 in the Dodger 4th. A message from California Public Health. Teens, you can feel better when you balance your stress with tips and tools made for teens by teens. Learn more at takespacetopause.org. Teoscar Hernandez up again. Walked and scored in the second. He batted twice in the second. He actually lined out to the second baseman, Fitzgerald, to end the inning. Hole in one. Took a sweeper that ended up down the middle. And Bivens from the belt delivers. Another breaking ball, this one low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Teoscar. One other game going on in the big leagues, everything else final. It's up in Seattle where the Mariners lead the Guardians 2-1, top of the 5th. Here comes a 1-1. And the ball is hit up in the air to left field. Fly ball, settling underneath it is Ramos, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, San Diego Padres in Arizona tonight blew a 7-3 lead in the bottom of the 9th. Arizona came back and won that game 8-7.
Yeah, how about that? Well, the Diamondbacks have won some crazy games this year. This certainly qualifies. Well, the Padres probably thought, okay, we're going to hang with the Dodgers and the Giants. But that's not to be tonight. There's Max Muncy grounds their first pitch down to first base. Smith grabs it, steps on the bag, and the Dodgers go quietly in the 4th. 1, 2, 3 they go. We'll go to the 5th inning. It's the Dodgers 7, Giants nothing.
This is AM 570.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm...
Still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
Smith, first baseman for the Giants, starts the 5th inning. 7-0 Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw, 43 pitches to this point in the ball game. And his next one is a called strike, a slider on the outside part of the plate to Smith. Smith grounded out to Kim at second base his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Kershaw winds, delivers, fisted foul into the Dodger dugout for strike 2.
Kershaw is getting ahead of a lot of counts tonight. There haven't been really bad swings, but so far the Giant hitters have not figured out. Kershaw has worked the ball in, out. That slider's had teeth, and then the curveball has been dropping in nicely.
0-2. And it is downstairs and outside. The pitch economy has been good, too. The most number of pitches he's thrown in an inning so far, 14, and that was in the first inning. He walked a man and then ended up getting a double play to get out of that inning. But then 4 pitches after that, and this time Smith tucks it inside the first base line. It's going to roll down into the right field corner, and Dominic Smith is in with a leadoff double. Well, Kershaw had him on the ropes.
Yeah, that was the first bad curveball. That was a hanger in the strike zone.
A runner at second base, nobody out. This happened in the 3rd inning when Encarnacion had a double to lead off the inning. Kershaw worked around it. He'll try to do it again here. Schmidt grounded to Kim at second in the second. Kim playing very close to the bag up the middle. Freddie way off the line at first. Kershaw's first throw is down low. 1 ball and no strikes. See Kershaw getting into somewhat of a rhythm, too, in terms of the pace with which he is working tonight. A little quicker than normal. Looks back at second, comes to the plate. Schmidt pops it up, right side, twisting foul. Freeman a long run after it. Teoscar Hernandez a long run after it. And Teoscar will make the catch at the shoe tops. Just in foul territory outside the right field line. Wow, what a catch by Teoscar Hernandez, as they had to go down to the top of his shoelaces to make it. And that's the save of the game, brought to you by Metropolitan Water District of Southern California.
Oh, that's just a tough play.
Man, go blue, cut green. Get a rebate for removing grass. Visit bewaterwise.com.
Well, you're wondering, is it how far the second baseman's coming out? How far Freddie Freeman's coming out? That ball hit in the heel of the glove, and Teoscar Hernandez able to hold on to it.
1 man out, and here is Gerard Encarnacion again, the right fielder. He'll take a strike. Fastball inside corner, just above the kneecaps. Well, that's a tough play to make anyway. You got to come a long way for it. Everybody's got a different angle on it also. 0-1 pitch. This one is hit in the air to right center field. Over to get it, Andy Pages. He'll make the catch. Spin, throw, get it back in. And back to second base goes Dominic Smith, 2 men out.
That's a ball that earlier this year, in the first month of the season, Andy Pages may have had difficulty getting there. Well, he's changed things around. He's worked a lot with Dino Ebel, the third base coach. Now he's the outfield coach as well. We talked about it before. He did not have both feet on the ground when the ball was crossing home plate. Now he can get a jump in any direction. And that was a terrific jump and perfect angle.
Well, Tyler Fitzgerald, right-handed hitting second baseman. He was the first strikeout victim of the night. He takes a strike here. It's almost prophetic what Dave Roberts had said earlier today. When having his regular afternoon media session, he said that Kershaw's going to need the slider tonight, and he has had it. 0-1 pitch outside. He has had a good one tonight. Kershaw twisting the ball in his left hand behind his back. Now the high overhead stretch. 1-1. Curveball, swing and a miss. Oh, a tantalizing 12-6 curveball that just hung out there and just never got to the plate for Fitzgerald. He was way out in front. That was a beauty. Here comes a 1-2 pitch to Fitzgerald. Another one, swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the night for Kershaw. And career strikeout 2,986. 14 to go for 3,000. No runs.
any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I'm never selling my soul. Our records are platinum and gold.
Dodgers 7, Giants nothing. Andy Pages to lead off in the Dodger half of the fifth. Bottom part of the order up 7, 8, 9. Pages, Conforto, and Haesung Kim. Facing Spencer Bivens, who kicks and deals one home, and Andy grounds it up the middle. Backhanded behind the bag by Fitzgerald. Strong throw to first to get Andy. One pitch and one away in the Dodger fifth. Not an easy play for a second baseman right there, but Fitzgerald handled it rather cleanly. Well, some interesting news from the minor leagues tonight in the Dodger system. Oklahoma City's on the road in Albuquerque, taking on the Isotopes and leading them 8-7 in the bottom of the ninth. Michael Chavis for the Oklahoma City Comets has hit for the cycle tonight. Chavis, a guy who can play first base, outfield. He's got big league experience. Dodgers signed him during spring training, and he's got himself a cycle tonight in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And a strike is called to the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Conforto 1 for 2 with a double, a run batted in, and a run scored. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the right side. Couple of steps to his glove side left as Fitzgerald sends the ball to first base for the out. His second infield assist this inning, and there are 2 down. The bases are empty for Haesung Kim.
Well, tomorrow, Father's Day. Get Dad, bring him to Dodger Stadium. Final game against the Giants in this series. So purchase a ticket, and you'll also receive an exclusive Father's Day bucket hat presented by Security Benefit. Now, first pitch reminder tomorrow, 4:10 for tickets and information. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Kim backs away from an inside pitch, ball 1.
And we're joining you at 3 o'clock with the Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck. First pitch tomorrow at 4:10 on Father's Day.
And now the next offer, and that is low, 2-0. Well, Bivens, again, pitched internationally, and in 2019, he was in France, making $500 a month and playing only on the weekends. There was a swing and a foul away. He was with the Savigny-sur-Orge Lions in the French Division I League.
Which team?
Savigny-sur-Orge. Oui. Parlez-vous français?
Nope.
No? Oh, you understood that. Here's a 2-1. And a swing and a drive to left field. Pretty deep. This one's going back, but it'll stop in front of the warning track. And right there is Elliot Ramos. He makes the catch. And the side is retired in order. We go to the 6th inning. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Giants nothing.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it. But as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
Dodgers 7, Giants nothing. Go to the 6th inning with Rick Monday. Tim Neverett with you. Dwayne McDonald, our producer-engineer. And glad you're along for the ride. Tuned in to Dodger baseball tonight, no matter where you happen to be. Listening to Clayton Kershaw put on one of his good ones tonight. As Kisner, the catcher, takes a fastball inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Next pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kershaw with 3 strikeouts tonight. And he has allowed only 2 hits. Important now that he's into the 6th inning. And a 1-1 on the way. Swung on, and that's a base hit just past Mookie Betts into left center field. And a leadoff single for Kisner. With his first hit of the season last night, it was a home run. And that one right there off Kershaw, just his 2nd hit. Back to the top of the Giant order in Jung-Hoo Lee. Speaking of Giants, longtime Giants announcer, longtime Major League Baseball announcer, Hall of Fame announcer, John Miller regaled us with some stories before the game today. That's always priceless. And Lee rips one foul down the first baseline. It's amazing how he just goes from one to the other to the
other. Well,
other.
He is amazing. He was an after-dinner speaker in San Diego a number of years ago. And he got up and he did an entire routine. He did Vin Scully in Japanese with the voice inflections. I mean, people were rolling on the floor. He's amazing.
He is a funny man. Now the 0-1, swinging another grounder foul right side. 0-2 to Jung-Hoo Lee. But he has been around. He told us something I didn't know. I didn't realize his first major league job was 1 year with the Athletics.
Yeah.
He was 22 years old.
And working with Charlie Finley.
Yeah.
Oh, we had something in common.
You guys have a couple of stories to share. Pitch fouled away into the Loge level on the third base side.
And then John was ready to go to spring training the following year when he found out he didn't have a job.
So he went and did soccer. Said he didn't know anything about it, never done it before. 0-2 pitch. And a little check swing foul. So he said the team gave him tapes of British soccer announcers. So he thought that they had to do it. He thought he had to do it with an accent. Which I'm sure he didn't do in real life, but makes for a good story. But he's just got one after the other. He's a classic. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball. Jung-Hoo Lee way out in front. That is strikeout number 4 for Kershaw.
As a hitter, you just don't believe that the curveball that starts out so high can possibly come down into the strike zone. Well, that one came down in the bottom of the strike zone.
And piling them up. 2,987 now. And this one roped down the left side, hooking foul off the bat of Willie Adames. $13 more to the magic number of 3,000. And the reason we count it down, it's just so rare. It's such a great milestone. And again, he'll be only one of 4 left-handers in the history of the game to get there. And one of only 21. Here's a swing and a miss as Adames chased a curveball off the plate outside and low.
Those 2 curveballs to Lee and to this one with Adames, it's like being in the penthouse, getting on the elevator and pressing the basement button.
High overhead stretch, throw to first base. And Kisner gets back. He's kind of smiling over there, probably thinking, where does he think I'm going? Dodgers up 7-0 in the top of the 6th inning. Pitch on the way. A little bit high fastball. Big stretch, and the 1-2. Swinging a grounder foul off the front of the Dodger dugout. And down the stairs, down the far stairs, near the camera well at the end of the dugout. Well, in the dugout, Dave Roberts, obviously. Today, he was presented with a nice award. Of course, Dave was born in Okinawa, Japan. And the governor of Okinawa is here today. This ball hit in the air to right center field and deep. Going back after it is Andy Pages. Teoscar Hernandez, too. Hernandez on the track makes the catch. And that will be out number 2 in the Giants' 6th. And the batter coming up will be Elliot Ramos. But Dave was presented by the Okinawa Prefecture and its Governor Denny Tamaki the Citizens Honor Award, which is given to individuals who are widely respected by the people of the prefecture and who've made outstanding contributions. And so Dave Roberts got that award today, and also Governor Tamaki threw out the first pitch, caught by Dave Roberts. Ramos takes a curveball for a strike. Stretch by Kirsch, looks over at first. Now will come to the plate. This ball's belted up in the air, playable to right field. Drifting over to his right a few steps. Can of corn for Teoscar Hernandez. It's another scoreless inning for Clayton Kershaw. He is through 6.
You're known for having a stoic presence on the field, Scorpio, since you're primarily focused on winning at all costs. But engaging in some playful competition and hyping up your team's traditional rivalry could infuse the game with a renewed sense of passion. Both teams will benefit from the fun, competitive spirit that will have fans glued to the scoreboard.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Shohei Ohtani back up to the plate to lead off the Dodger half of the 6th inning. Dodgers 7 and the Giants nothing. New pitcher from Corona, California, Tristan Beck. 28-year-old right-hander. This pitching change presented by Navien HVAC and water heater products. Pitches up high, ball 1. We were talking about Corona a little earlier. Here's Corona's own, Tristan Beck. Third pitcher used. Bivens went 3 1/3, allowed a run on 2 hits, walked 2 and struck out 1. Curveball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ohtani. Ohtani's been on base 3 times. Twice he's walked, once intentionally, and in the first inning, he led off with a home run, his 24th. 1-1 pitch. That's in for a little bit high, beg your pardon. A little high for ball. It's now 2-1. And the kick by Beck and his pick. Swung on, lifted foul, third base side, way up and out of play.
Interesting. After the half inning, when Kershaw came back into the dugout, Dave Roberts walked over and just briefly said something to Kershaw. Kershaw shook his head no, and they just continued to walk. And there's really no one throwing in the Dodger bullpen.
2-2 low and in, 3-2 to Shohei. At this point, Dave's letting him make his own call. And the way that Kershaw's pitching tonight, there's no reason we shouldn't see him.
Too is Dave and Clayton have a relationship where Dave can ask, are you okay? And evidently the answer would be a thumbs up.
Ohtani rips one deep to right field, heading back to the wall. It is gone! It's a home run for Ohtani, his 2nd of the night. Oh, it's a big-time show. 8-0 Dodgers. Home run number 25 for Shohei Ohtani as he hit an absolute frozen rope into the right center field bleachers.
Well, for Ohtani, the previous 12 games, hitting at .229, had 1 home run and 2 RBIs. And with Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor, the trip around the diamond, your family jewelers since 1948. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
That was a curveball outside. That would have been a ball. And he went out there and got it and hit an absolute rocket. 384 feet, just enough. Now Mookie swings, hits a high fly ball. Just on the outfield grass, shortstop side. Adames is there to make the catch. There's one away. So the Ohtani hit, the best drive of the game. It's presented by Edmunds. See how much your car is worth at Edmunds.com. Freddie Freeman up. Well, we've said it once, we've said it 100 times. That Ohtani is something, isn't he? Most people don't hit that pitch out. That is crazy.
I got news for you. Most people don't hit that pitch, period.
22nd multi-home run game of Ohtani's career. Freeman with an 0-1 count. Pitch by Beck, and that's inside. Two solo home runs for Ohtani tonight. He's been on base all 4 times. 1-1 pitch. Freeman will take it up and away. 2 balls and a strike. So Tristan Beck went to Stanford out of Corona High School. He was the 2015 Corona High Male Athlete of the Year. Eight runs on 7 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 3 hits for the Giants. And Freddie hits one a long way foul out of play. The hard-working Chevy Silverado, built on a legacy of long-lasting dependability. See your Southern California Chevy dealer today or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Pitch to Freeman way upstairs. Curveball never came down. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a different delivery. That was way over the top, and he slowed down the arm motion.
And a 3-2 pitch. Swung on, rolled up the middle, but playing right there is the shortstop Adames. He'll throw on to first for out number 2. And Freddie's 0 for 2. Here comes Will Smith. We talk about Tristan Beck and his exploits in Southern California in high school and Northern California in college. In fact, he became just the 3rd freshman ever at Stanford to be the opening day starter there. And Will ropes a single to left field. And Smith joins the hit parade. He is now 1 for 3. 2-out single for Will Smith. Oscar Hernandez back to the plate. Eight runs, 8 hits for the Dodgers now. Single run on the first, 5 in the second, single run in the third, and another run here. And Teoscar blasts one deep left field, way back and gone. Teoscar Hernandez absolutely hammers that baseball. He has homered in 3 straight games. It's a 2-run shot, and the Dodgers are into double digits. It's 10-0. Oh my, what a shot for Teoscar Hernandez.
I remember coming into last night's game, Teoscar Hernandez coming off the injured list, 21 games, is hitting just .173. Well, that's Power Alley and Daniels Jewelers. Again, the proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. So visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
422 feet down the line. That is a monster shot. And Muncy takes a strike here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Max. Alex Vesia ended up with a baseball deep in the Dodger bullpen. Now 1-1 pitch. That's inside. Tonight's a night we probably won't see Vesia work. It's a funny game, Mo, isn't it? We say that all the time. One night, the bats are ice cold. The next night, they're red hot.
It's a game that will thrill you. It'll get your attention. At times, you feel like it's just going to rip your heart out.
And ball 4 delivered inside and low to Muncy. He walks.
And then most recently experienced the best. A world championship, a parade, a celebration. Gold lettering on the uniform, gold lettering on the baseball cap, and a world championship flag that's flying right now on the flagpoles in center field.
Andy Pages the batter, 2 down, and Muncy aboard. Beck kicks and deals. And that one outside.
Muncy, that walk to him, that's the 8th free pass the Dodgers have had in this ballgame.
And the second one for Muncy. 1-0 pitch. Pages takes the curveball and fouls it straight back. One ball, 1 strike. Conforto on deck for the Dodgers. And Beck deals to Pages. And Andy watches a strike sail over the outside corner. Fastball to 95. One-two pitch. That swung on and looped into right field. Coming on is Encarnacion. He'll make the catch about chest high to retire Andy Pages. But the Dodgers had 3 more home runs by Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez. And through 6 innings at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers 10, Giants nothing.
AM5.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Okay, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Dodgers 10, Giants nothing. Top of the 7th inning. Clayton Kershaw working to Wilmer Flores. Kershaw 70 pitches so far in the game, starting the 7th, and he deals a strike on the outside corner to the designated hitter for San Francisco, who is 0 for 2. Flores has popped up to short twice, and a line drive off the netting over the Dodger dugout. Defensive changes for the Dodgers. Up 10 runs now. Dalton Rushing has come out of the dugout. He's playing first base. Freddie Freeman is out. Miguel Rojas is at short. Betts is out. Teoscar Hernandez also out. Oh, he lobbed one up there. He just threw one up there to Flores, almost an eephus pitch. And that was outside, 1-2. So Kike Hernandez in center field. Andy Pages moves over to right. That last pitch that Kirsch threw was 46 miles per hour. Throws one inside. There's a swing and a miss. And a drop third strike. Flores gives himself up. That is strikeout number 5 in the ballgame for Kershaw as he strikes out Flores with a slider. Strikeout 2,988. 12 to go. Well, Kershaw stringing together some strikeouts from his last start. He had 7 against the Cardinals. Now 5 here tonight, facing the left-handed hitting Dominic Smith, and he drills a strike on the outside edge.
Well, the other part, too, is just 3 hits he's given up. Walked the first man he faced in the ballgame.
A curveball lifted in the air to center field. Kike Hernandez will glide under it. He'll make a shoulder-high catch for out number 2. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. Well, this is a Clayton Kershaw night, that's for sure. He's gone 6 2/3. Last time he went 7 innings in a game, I'll tell you after this pitch. And it comes to Schmidt, and it is in there for a strike. You have to go back to June 20th of 2023 in Anaheim against the Angels. Last time he pitched 7 innings in a game. 0-1, wave and a miss and a splitter. That's a pitch he'll roll out every once in a while now. And he just got the swing and the miss on it. It's 0-2. And Kershaw steps back, high leg kick. He fires. Curveball is low. 1-2. He's been in his rocking chair all night there on the mound. Now the 1-2 pitch. Just a little low with a slider. 2-2.
If he gets one more out, he's going to receive a standing ovation as he heads back to the dugout.
This will be pitch number 81. Here it comes. Swung on, grounded to short. Rojas gobbles it up, sets his feet, throws on to first. There it is. That's 3 outs. 3 up and 3 down. Kershaw 5 strikeouts in the ball game. He has pitched 7 shutout innings tonight against the.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford Bock beer.
Pick it up like a burger.
Pick it up like a burger and you just go in, man.
Let's go to town.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, best hot dog I've ever had. Best hot dog I've ever had. I love this, man.
This is how I grew up eating hot dogs.
Destination.
You're listening to LA Dodgers baseball.
On top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
of the 7th inning. Michael Conforto to lead off for the Dodgers against Tristan Beck. And the Giant right-hander throws a fastball by him, swing and a miss. New left fielder in for San Francisco. It is Daniel Johnson. Kershaw now through 7 innings, allowing only 3 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts for Kershaw. And what has been his best outing of the season. Safe to say that.
That was fun watching him.
Wasn't it? Like old times.
Well, and it was also fun to see him come back in the dugout, get surrounded by his teammates, and still smiling. He's worked hard to get back.
And the pitch to Conforto. That is up. Kershaw is only the 2nd Dodger starting pitcher to go 7 innings in a start this season. Believe that? 2-2 now to Conforto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto has done it twice. Once on the 20th of May against the Diamondbacks here, and in Texas against the Rangers on the 18th of April. 2-2 pitch, and Conforto lays off the high curve. 3-2 the count. Willie Adames is out of the ball game now for the Giants. Christian Koss is the new shortstop. And Conforto walks. Slider missing up. The Dodgers have the leadoff man aboard on in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a lot of walks. We have 9 walks now. Kind of a walkathon. Dodgers have taken advantage, leading this ball game 10-0. Haesung Kim, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Left-handed batter takes a strike on the outer half of the plate. Michael Kopech loosening up in the Dodger bullpen now. Kershaw's done all he needed to do tonight. 81 pitches, 7 shutout innings. Swing and a slicer toward the left field line. After it is Johnson. He'll track it down, make the catch. Had a good jump on it. And Kim is out, and there's one away for Shohei Ohtani.
Hey, friends, looking ahead to Wednesday, it's against the Padres Gold Player Jersey Night. That's right, first 40,000 fans in attendance can score a stunning and memorable Dodgers champion gold jersey. It's presented by Synchron. Tickets and information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ohtani with 2 home runs in the ballgame. He'll take strike 1 here. Here's the 0-1 to Ohtani from Beck. He swings, hits a bouncer to second base. Fitzgerald will go to second. They'll just take the out there. They'll take the lead man and force out Conforto. And on the force out, Ohtani safe at first base. Bottom of the 7th brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Rushing went into the batting order in Mookie Betts' spot, so he'll hit now. Rushing, left-handed batter. And catching 2 days a week. More than likely he'll catch tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but he may catch tomorrow. He's usually been catching 1 weekday and 1 weekend day. 1-0 pitch, a wave and a miss. I talked to him about this in St. Louis. We sat in the dugout for a little while. He was talking to me about getting used to that, but he is working on all the preparation in between his starts, which is really valuable to him. And the pitch is down and in.
Yeah, he was working on receiving the ball and throwing it to second base early this afternoon. Catching drills.
2-1 to Dalton Rushing. Ohtani off of first, 2 away. And the breaking ball is high and away. 3-1. But yeah, those are the things that you get to do as a young catcher. He knows that his time's going to come at some point in time. But right now he is relishing every moment being in the big leagues. 3-1, cut and a miss. First of all, it's a hard position to play. It's a hard position to prepare for every day. And then you're expected also to be productive offensively, so you've got to work on that too. But there's a lot of stuff that catchers do. 3-2, runner goes, pitches low, ball 4. It's another walk. And down to first base goes Dalton rushing. Ohtani over to second.
It's 10 walks the Dodgers have received tonight.
Nothing doing in the Giant pen, so Tristan Beck is just going to have to wear this one as much as he can. Kike Hernandez coming up. Kike in center field now, and batting in Freddie Freeman's spot. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Kike, takes high. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
1-0 pitch to Kike. Curveball swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kike enters the game hitting .218. He's hit 7 out of the yard this year. 18 runs batted in. Right-handed batter in the City Connect uniform. Looking out at Beck. Pitch is outside. 2-1. 51,548 tonight. Second straight night. Well over 50,000 in attendance. 2-1 pitch. Kike waves and misses at the sweeper. 2-2. Clayton Kershaw has been the big story tonight. Shohei Ohtani, too. Shohei has been on base in all 5 of his plate appearances, and he's hit 2 home runs. 2-2 pitch. Way outside, ball 3. Now the runners will get a head start. Nothing Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Runners go, pitch swung on. That one is driven to left, but Johnson will come in a few steps, make a head-high catch, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 left. We go to the 8th inning. It's the Dodgers 10, Giants nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is 8.
Well, this is a World Series card. Everybody said, you know, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher? I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. You know, pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0, and my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
Here we go. This is a classic road jersey for Boston. This is the first uniform I put on when I came with Boston. When you see those 2 socks together, that's one thing I know I had to do. I had to make sure I had my red socks high, okay? My 2 red socks, because, you know, there's 2 here.
Michael Kopech comes out of the Dodger bullpen to take over for Clayton Kershaw. The pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Dodgers 10, And the Giants nothing. Kershaw's line tonight, 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 81 pitches, 56 for strikes. And he is on the plus side of the decision right now, looking for win number 2 on the season. And this was certainly his best outing. And you could say that about his last outing in St. Louis, which was at the time his best outing, but this has surpassed that one. Third appearance for Kopech since coming back from injury. Facing Encarnacion, the right fielder. 1 ball and 1 strike to him. 2,988 career strikeouts now. He is 12 away from 3,000 is Kershaw. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 to Encarnacion. A stretch by Kopech. Hard-throwing right-hander kicks and deals, and it's fouled off to the right.
Well, Kopech came in. First pitch was at 98. Then he went back-to-back 97. Last one was at 99.
He's got his velocity back. And a 1-2 on the way. It's fouled back. Dodgers have Emmett Sheehan here. They brought him here from Oklahoma City. He's going to throw a bullpen tomorrow, and they'll see how he comes out of that. And there's a chance he'll be activated for his next start here. And a cutter away, swing and a miss, and Encarnacion strikes out. There's 1 down for the Giants in the 8th. So the Dodgers could be getting an arm back in the starting rotation very soon, if all goes well after the bullpen tomorrow. Dodgers also have a fresh arm here from Oklahoma City. Jack Little is on the taxi squad. He is another guy out of Stanford. Little is here, but he is not activated for tonight. And if he gets activated and gets in a game sometime during this homestand or maybe even tomorrow, then that would be his major league debut.
He also become the 31st different pitcher to be on the mound.
Strike call to Tyler Fitzgerald, 0-2. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. We saw Jack in spring training. He looked pretty good. He was very good. 0-2 pitch. That one misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 10 runs, 9 hits for the Dodgers. No runs on 3 hits for the Giants. Pitch fouled back. Top of the 8th, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo celebrating 20 years of good times. And the pitch on the way, and that is downstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has bookended strikeouts tonight. Went down looking in the 3rd and swinging in the 5th, both on curveballs. Here he grounds one to short. Good hop for Rojas. He fires on to first and plenty of time to get him. And there are 2 down. Here's Andrew Kisner, number 9 hitter, the catcher. He is 1 for 2, singled off of Kershaw in the 6th inning. Back in the 3rd, he flied to left. Hitting 118. Doesn't have a lot of at-bats, though. A strike called to him. In fact, he's got 17 at-bats this season. Spending most of it in AAA Sacramento with the River Cats. Their AAA affiliate in the Pacific Coast League for the Giants. Here comes an 0-1 pitch from Michael Kopech. And it is fouled away, and it's 0-2. 98 with the heater again.
Kopech's coming in, throwing strikes and challenge him, and why not? 10-0 lead.
0-2 to the right-handed hitting Kisner. Pitch. Right there. Strike 3 called outside corner just above the knees at 99. And Kopech with a clean top of the 8th, retiring the Giants in order.
to the boys in blue, the world champion LA Dodgers audio network.
Never gets old.
Will Smith leads off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th inning, facing a possession player. Logan Porter just lobs one in there at 37 miles per hour. We've reached the position player pitching part of the program tonight. Dodgers with a 10-0 lead in the 8th. Swing and a miss. Porter just lobs one in there, and it's up high, 2-1. And he just sends another one home. Little Leafus is low, 3-1. Bob Melvin just does not want to use another pitcher out of the bullpen.
Nope.
And Will Smith hits one toward the middle. It'll be backhanded on the outfield grass. Leaping throw to first on one hop. And he gets Will Smith. Smith grounds out. And there's one gone for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th. Good play by the second baseman, Fitzgerald. And Miguel Rojas, who knows what it's like on the other side, as he has been a pitcher, as a position player. He swings and drives one deep to left field. This ball headed back. It is gone. Miguel Rojas with a home run, his second of the season. And the Dodgers lead it 11-0.
Well, that baseball went out of here much faster than it went from the pitcher's mound to home plate. And Daniel's Jewelers, very proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond all season long. Your family jewelers since 1948. So we encourage you to visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet, along with $50 off a $99 coupon.
Max Muncy swings and misses. And he rips one into right field now on the 0-1 pitch. That's a base hit. Second hit of the game for Max Muncy. So one out and one on, and one in the bottom of the 8th. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress. But there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Andy Pages taking all the way, and it grazed the inside corner, called for a strike. Then 0-1. Swung on, hit down the third base line. Diving stop by Schmidt. He throws to second one, and they will not get the double play. But a great play by Schmidt to prevent that ball from going down the left field line for extra bases, and turns it out on the force out at second base. 2 men out. Pages at first. Here's Michael Conforto. Out of the stretch, Porter throws. I'm not sure that even qualifies as throwing. It's more like pushing the ball gently toward the plate. And he does it again, and Conforto watches it low, 2-0. Porter from the belt delivers home, and he lobs it high and away, 3-0.
There's a lot of guys that play in beer leagues right now that like to run and grab a bat.
And a swing and a ground ball right side. Diving stop by Smith. He throws to first with Porter covering. And he gets it there in time to get Conforto. So Logan Porter, who didn't throw the ball hard enough to break a pane of glass, gets out of the inning rather easily, giving up just the 1 run on the home run.
the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
Streaming right to your mobile device.
LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Kike Hernandez comes in from center field to pitch as we go to the top of the ninth inning. 11-0 Dodgers. Ball 1 to Jung-Hoo Lee. And Lee hits it hard on the ground, foul past first. 11-0, 11 runs, 11 hits. Kershaw held the Giants to just 3 hits, and Kopech didn't allow a hit either. And the pitch is low and outside from Kike Hernandez, who wears that little pitching helmet he started sporting at Camelback Ranch during spring training. 2-1. And this one is lobbed towards second base. Tommy Edman off the bench there to grab it for out number 1. Well, 1 away for the Giants in the ninth. Top of the ninth, sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. This is the 4th pitching appearance for Kike this season. He has no wins, no losses, nor should he have any. He's gone 4 2/3 innings. He has an ERA of 2.08. 6 hits allowed, 2 runs allowed, 1 of them earned. And Daniel Johnson, the left fielder, the batter, hitting in Willie Adama's spot. And there's a strike called. A vicious curveball, I think.
That's what you're going with?
I think. 2-1. There's his brushback pitch, way inside. 3-1. I don't know, what would you call it? 3-1 pitch is lobbed over the plate but low, and he's walked him. Johnson heads down to first. And this will be Christian Koss coming up to hit now with 1 on and 1 out on the top of the ninth inning. Dodgers just want to wrap this one up safely, get their 42nd win, and move back into first place by themselves. They'll pick up another game on the Padres, who were stunned in the ninth inning by Arizona tonight. Arizona came back from way down to win it. Swing and a miss. Koss way out on his front leg. And there was that vicious curveball showing up again. One. Swing and a miss. He went back-to-back.
Back-to-back vicious curveballs?
Yes, sir. I don't know how anybody's expected to hit that. Now a 1-2 pitch. He goes with a fastball. Got him. Strike 3. 87 miles an hour, knee high over the plate. Totally surprising Koss, and he has to sit down as Kike strikes him out looking. How do you like that?
I'm surprised Kike did not ask for the game ball.
The stretch, and Flores the batter. He takes outside ball 1. And they're chanting Kike's name. Now a 1-0 pitch. And that's low. 2 balls and no strikes to Flores. As a batter, though, facing a position player, kind of in a no-win, aren't you?
Yeah, because you're expected to do everything.
Kike comes set at the belt. He kicks, steps toward third, crossfire delivery. It's outside. And it's now 3-0 as Hernandez has fallen behind Flores. Not exactly a nail-biter, 11-0. And Kike throws it upstairs for ball 4. And now the Giants have a runner in scoring position. It's just the 3rd time in the game they can say that. They've not had a runner past second base tonight, though. Well, Johnson goes to second. Flores, the second walk here in the 9th. And now the left-handed batting first baseman, Dominic Smith, who's 1 for 3 with a double. And the Giants again down to their final out. Kike throws him inside, spins him out of the batter's box. And find the speed on that pitch. Probably wasn't enough to make Smith nervous. Now 1-0. Lobbed in there, and it's chopped foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think only one pitch that Kike has thrown might get you stopped for speeding. That was the fastball. Everything else, nope, you're safe.
Yeah. Stop for speeding, and it had to be in a school zone.
1-1 pitch. Outside, and it's 2-1. And now Hernandez falling behind the hitter. Kike's next offer, the 2-1 pitch. Oh, just off the plate outside. A close one. He wanted it. It was at least 4 inches off the plate. Maybe more. And a 3-1. And that's ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Pitch was outside low. Kike looking in at Dan Isonia said, where was that? He wanted that as a strike. And now he's walked 3 men.
Yeah.
And the bases are full of Giants.
This is the time that the fun and games go on the back shelf.
And Miguel Rojas. Rojas just came over and probably told him the same thing. All right, let's just get him out here. Casey Schmidt, who hit a grand slam last night, is up with the bases loaded. And he'll take a ball inside. And Kike asking, was that low? Probably. Now a 1-0 pitch. And it's low again, and this time it's outside, and it's 2-0.
Well, you practice throwing the ball normal, and then you're out there and you're just lobbing it.
2-0 pitch. Swung on and crushed. And Casey Schmidt has hit his second grand slam. It's now 11-4 with 2 outs in the 9th. Kike Hernandez gives up the grand slam to Casey Schmidt.
Well, he won't be bragging about his ERA now.
No, because that's just changed quite a bit. So, 2 nights in a row, and his second career grand slam. And for the Giants, it's their 7th of the season. It's also the 7th allowed by Dodger pitching this year. Encarnacion will take a strike. And the shutout is gone. Now another strike taken by Encarnacion, the right fielder. And the Giants down to their final strike, and the fans at Dodger Stadium rising to their feet. They're looking at the next pitch. It's up high, 1-2. Here's the wind, the kick, and the pitch. About 56.5 feet that one went before it bounced in front of the plate. Here comes a 2-2. Swung on, line to left, a base hit. You might want to get Miguel Rojas warming.
I was just going to say, when's the last time we saw a position player come in and take over for a position player?
I can tell you when. It wasn't for the Dodgers, it was for the Marlins. Remember in the 50-50 game last year? They had 2 position players pitching. They had to have one relieved. And then the last one, Vidal Brujan gave up the 3rd home run to Ohtani.
And the first pitch misses by 2 feet.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the second baseman, takes high, and it's 2-0. And now the Dodgers do indeed get somebody up in the bullpen, Anthony Banda. This is something they did not want to do, is to have to use another pitcher. There's a strike on Fitzgerald. Runner at first and 2 men out. 2-1. Swung on, base hit to right. And rounding second and on his way to third is Encarnacion. And Kike now has runners at the corners. with Andrew Kisner coming up. And unfortunately for Anthony Banda, he's got to throw in the bullpen. First and third, 2 men out, and Kisner will take a strike. Kisner homered last night. No balls, 1 strike. 11-4 the score here. 2 down. Top of the 9th, and Kike Hernandez struggling to find a strike. Kike's ERA went from 1.8 up to 9 after the grand slam. An even 9. 1-1. And a strike called. I think Iasonia is ready for this one to end.
Oh, that's shoulder high.
He's like, all right, uncle. Fans up on their feet again, waiting for another strike or an out any way they can get it. Hernandez pitch. Swung on, ground ball towards short. To his glove side is Rojas. He'll throw on to first, and it gets away from Dalton rushing. Encarnacion comes in to score. It's 11-5. That would have ended the game had he flipped it to Tommy Edman at second base for the force out. But instead he threw to first low. Rushing couldn't handle it. And Fitzgerald on the overthrown, or the ball that was not handled by Rushing, ends up at second base. And Dave Roberts is going to come get Kike Hernandez. Well, 9 men have come to the plate for the Giants. And what was an 11-0 blowout is now 11-5. As Hernandez gets 2 men out. And they had an opportunity. Now the Dodgers have to go to the bullpen and call on left-hander Anthony Banda to try to get the last out of the ball game. We'll take a pitch and change timeout. 2 down, 2 on. Top of the 9th.
Here we go. This is a classic road jersey for Boston. This is the first uniform I put on when I came with Boston. When you see those 2 socks together, that's one thing I know I had to do. I had to make sure I had my red socks high, okay? My 2 red socks, because, you know, there's 2 here.
Classes can fill up quickly, so enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
Well, the Dodgers trying to wrap this thing up here. It hasn't been as easy as they had hoped. Kike Hernandez just didn't throw strikes. He walked the bases loaded, gave up a grand slam to Casey Schmidt. An error by Miguel Rojas has extended the ball game. And now the Giants with runners at second and third, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Kike stays in the game, goes to left field. Conforto comes out. And for Hernandez, 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. And he's still responsible for the 2 men on. Jung-Hoo Lee bats for the second time in the inning against Anthony Banda, who makes his 32nd appearance of the season. Well, both teams using a position player, but the difference is that Logan Porter threw a lot of strikes. For the Giants, there's a strike from Banda. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jung-Hoo Lee, who is 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. And a 1-1 on the way from the left-hander Banda. Swung on and pulled foul down the first base side. It's 1-2. And for the 3rd time, the Giants are down to their final strike. A 1-2 pitch coming from Anthony Banda. And it's blocked after it went in the dirt. Will Smith was able to keep it in front. 2-2 the count. Dodgers did not want to have to go to the bullpen for a real pitcher. They wanted it to end, had a chance to do it, and couldn't do it. And Banda whips one close to the outside corner. It's called a ball. He thought he had it. And now the count is 3-2 to Jung-Hoo Lee. Fonda's 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit down the left field line. Kike over in foul ground. He's going to reach into the stands, but the ball eludes it and goes several rows up, well out of his reach. Yeah, that's what you don't want to see. Don't want to see the game deteriorate when you have an 11-0 lead. Another 3-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second base. There's Tommy Edman. He grabs it, throws on to first, and that is the ball game. And the Dodgers win it to reclaim sole possession of first place in the National League West to go to 42 and 29. The Giants now 41 and 30. Big story tonight. Clayton Kershaw, 7 solid innings of 3-hit shutout baseball, and he'll pick up his second win of the season. Final score, Dodgers 11, Giants 5. Rick and I will be back with the totals in just a moment.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
With the weather heating up and summer around the corner, the official grilling season is upon us, and nobody does it better than Hoffy Hot Dogs. Just like the boys in blue have a complete roster, Hoffy has an all-star roster with their top quality beef ranks, bacon wrap